Maybe the mother can, especially the mother is very observant with how the daughter's body is like. She's pain, she's complaining of she has pain down there, on the private region there. No matter like, she's too young to have MSs. She's too young to have this. She knows about the daughter's progression in this area. You see, mothers tend to be very attentive to this kind of thing. And she bring it forward to make
some mothers, because
okay, yeah, some mothers.
in today's age, a lot of mothers too are busy with their job than their family. So you were talking about evidence.
Yeah, the evidence. You see, when you are a fresh victim of a crime, they like this is a rape case or being a rape victim. Usually the detectives they get things fresh. If they know you're a rape victim, they are the ones who be the one to educate you on this. Like take you out, take you to the hospital, of course, then have a kit. It's a kit in the hospital where they provide this, they do the swab analysis. They get this things fresh. You know that usually this thing disappears over time.
So in this case, with someone who was raped about 2-3 years ago, it means the person cannot come forth to
it is close to impossible. Maybe I may be wrong. Maybe somebody can educate us on currently if it's possible, but 3 years, even a month, I doubt, even a week.
But we have cases of people reporting after 3, 4, 5 years.
What? Oh, they do. Some do really report, and you realize that those who report, it's not because of DNA, they are using business of, but you realize they do this witness. Maybe a camera caught them in the act, or caught this guy in the act, or witness or his testimony. That's where you're most likely to maybe get some verdicts. But if it's just purely DNA, then it's the way
for me, I don't support the automatic jail time.
No, you see, I support. That's what I'm saying. Before you go out there publicly, accuse somebody of it, you should know what's going to happen. I mean, against you. When you have those options on the table, knowing that if this one goes sideways, you'll be jailed there. You weigh your options. I'm not saying the rape victims. Look, if you're a rape victim, the best thing is going to come for. I know it's not easy for a lot of victims to.
Yeah, because if you know you're going to get automatic jail time for failing or not being able to prove your case in a competent court of jurisdiction, right? Now, a lot of real victims or victims out there who fear to come out with these things because some of them proving it becomes very difficult. The issue that I mentioned about 2-3 years, if a rape happens 2-3 years, imagine if there is no camera in that very location. How will the person come out to?
But there's no DNA. Because DNA does not lie. You can't have the DNA and later there's a dog that raped the woman.
No, DNA will come in if there is a child involved, right?
So, but they take samples around your private region.
Now that is within that moment.
Because there's this pre-cam, not just but certain fluid exchanges tend to happen.
Yes, but that is within the few minutes, time that happens. So if it takes even a month, I'm not sure we can still get those things. Can we?
Not within a month. That's why you usually advise, even you see detectives and police, and like they always advise whenever they get a reference, they always try to push, advise them to get this thing done and dusted.
So I think the education should rather be
but the issue is
report the issue as early as possible. Right?
No, you see, they know. There's this kind of education going there. They know about this, but you see, it's because of the stigma. Most women are afraid of the stigma.
Yeah,
like
the stigma
the point fingers and
is there, so definitely they
so that's the number one reason, I believe the number one reason why women don't come for it when they happen to be victims to this kind of crime. It's because of the stigma. They'll point fingers, maybe their boyfriends, their husbands, their parents, neighbors, neighborhood, people, colleagues will point fingers, it's because of how you dress, it's because of this, you are the one who even blame you for you being a victim, they'll blame you for this.
Oh yeah,
so you see,
it's a societal thing.
Exactly. So even you as a victim, you still be victimized on that.
Yeah, but still that doesn't mean that you should still hold on to it. Just come out and speak out. So say it. If it is someone who is taking care of you, tell the person or your guardian or your parent. Inform the person. If you can go to the police station and report the issue.
And that's the issue. The stigma. Stigma is what is keeping these women in check or keeping them away from reporting. This person committed.
Yes, so it goes to support my point that after 2-3 years, if the person is now mature, psychologically or physically mature, and thinks he or she thinks this case needs to be reported, you shouldn't get automatic jail time.
No, you see, this is the issue. Usually, I would like to believe that the police will educate them, these fresh victims, who are, the fresh victims, the sexual assault victims.
So here we are talking about a situation where the person that is not already, so when the thing happens, the person will have to go to the police station before the police officer or the person involved educates her.
They go through.
Right. We tend to focus our arguments on only women because they are the majority, even though men are also raped.
No, but
men are raped, right?
Ask your grandfather.
Let you even get your turn up there for the woman to. But you see, you're not talking about men. Okay, since you're talking about rape victims, but the topic is on women, right?
Yes.
Women
So
did
let's narrow it. Maybe another day talk about men. Are men actually being raped?
Because that men, let me put this out there. There's some men who are like, oh, rape victim. How many men even get laid? Let me use that word. Let me use that phrase anyway.
Okay.
So even if a guy comes up and say I'm a rape victim, maybe the police officers will not
see what you are currently doing is also deterring men from reporting their rape cases. You see, we are victimizing them. We are not encouraging them to also report their issue. But there are genuine concerns that men are also going through similar things. Just that the numbers might be
men,
small.
no, maybe.
Men go through.
Men go through.
Don't they go through it?
Unless you have a poll.
Well, I think we will have to do a poll or do
it is
research on it. But I believe it is there.
No, it is there. It is there.
Oh, sure.
But okay, that's a whole different thing altogether.
Yeah.
You're talking about women. You see, the thing with women is the stigma. That's the first and foremost thing that prevents them from coming forward. People start pointing fingers at them that it's because of your own actions that led to you being a rape victim. Instead of rather trying to protect them, trying to get the culprit behind it, so they can get him out of the streets from doing it to another person, somebody.
So that was to support the argument that they shouldn't get automatic jail time.
What I'm saying that they should get automatic jail time is based on, you see, if you're a rape victim, automatically in this day and age, you know obviously that it's a short time for you to get yourself checked out and get the evidence, whatever needs to be presented. If
but
it's back then,
some are not, they don't have that level of knowledge, or they don't know about all of these things that we are talking about.
I would like to believe most because this day and age, this
information
is out there.
I even mentioned earlier, like as child, as young as 8, 10, okay, 15, 14 years. How will she know that immediately this thing happens, she has to make sure she keeps all the evidence intact?
Not to be evidence.
Before
They do talk. They do talk. Those
yeah,
those
some
kids,
of them.
those
Some
kids
of
are
them.
talking about. They do talk to their parents.
Yes.
Especially the
some are also threatened.
some, you see, but they're young.
Yes,
They may not know what it means. For example, you mentioned 8, 9, 10 years old, 11, 12 years. They don't know what's actually happening. If this thing happens to be their own, let's say their own guardian, their father, that's a very delicate situation because it's right there in the presence of the wife.
Exactly.
But
Because
if this is a stranger, like an uncle who's not living there, or somebody, a family friend, or whatever, kids do talk. Maybe the mother can, especially the mother is very observant with how the daughter's body is like. She's pain, she's complaining of, she has pain down there, on the private region. No matter that, she's too young to have analysis, she's too young to have this. She knows about the daughter's progression in this area. You see, mothers tend to be very attentive to this kind of thing. And she bring it forward to
some mothers, because
some mothers.
in today's age, a lot of mothers too are busy with their job than their family.
And that is another topic we'll have later. But yes, coming back to this. But yes, usually you find parents who tend to be attentive, especially mothers who tend to be attentive to certain things like that.
Yeah.
So yes, it's still, look, it's a delicate. You see, my take is, my angle is on the woman who lied. And the woman who tends to lie at times that
Now, your take is on the woman who lied, right? How, if the evidence is not provided fresh, right? There are chances that the woman will not get justice or she will not be able to prove her case in the courts. I get in the point. I get in the point. Now, the point I want to make is that now if she's not able to prove her point as at that moment, even though she is the real victim, I get in. How will you be able to tell that she is not the victim? She lied. So she should go to.
It's still based on evidence. You see, even the guy has to also prove that he wasn't the one. And how do you prove that you're not the one? You have to bring evidence beyond reasonable doubt that you're not there at that time, for instance, the timeline, you're not there. So you see, all those things, you see, if the man can prove that he wasn't there at that time, right?
No, even the person can be there, but still proving it.
I mean, he can prove. You see, it goes beyond that, just proving timeline or whatever.
And remember, when you allege, the burden is on you. You have to prove beyond doubt.
Exactly. But that's what I'm talking about. If the guy can now prove, and it's evidence that the guy has proven that he's not the one with this, he wasn't in there at that moment, at that time frame, and there are witnesses, evidence to support his claim there. Obviously, it leads to the fact that the woman lied. I'm talking about that kind of particular case. Okay. Where the man can prove that he was not even the person.
So in this case, why don't you say the person shouldn't get automatic jail time, but rather it should be
when the woman is accusing somebody wrongly.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. When she's accused, when she's actually been proven that she accused somebody wrongly, that's what I'm referring to be jailed or to be punished.
But there's a thin line between being able to be able to say this is a lie and this is not a lie. In that context, say there's no fresh evidence.
No, but I see in the court system, you see that you are guilty or innocent. There's no in between.
Yeah, for sure.
So if the guy is innocent, it means somebody is lying.
Then definitely,
if the man is lying,
some ladies too will go to jail. Meanwhile, they are the victim. But
you see, that's what I'm saying. Before she presents herself to court, obviously she has a counselor, she has a lawyer. Those who tend to advise him how this is done. Yeah. What you do before you present yourself to the court.
Okay. So
you don't just jump in front and then just accuse this man readily. What is your fact? Where is your evidence? And the lawyer just fights.
So that means
the education has to get from the demand to get the court.
So back to the argument I was making, it means if someone is raped, if there's no fresh evidence, then the rapist goes for free.
Mostly they use the evidence. I mean, DNA testing and things like that. They use the evidence. So and the other thing is
that is why I don't support that.
You see, you are speaking in general terms. Like whenever the man is, they don't have any substantial evidence against the man. Then the woman should be fine. I'm not talking about that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about whenever a woman accuses a man, and the man she's accusing has proven or can prove that he's not the one in the first place. He wasn't there. All those boxes are ticked. But then obviously the woman is lying.
But remember that the one who alleges if the honor is on you to prove beyond that.
Exactly. So in this case, if the woman accuses
the man, the person accused, right? All he needs to do is very little or very
little, because just like you said, if you are listen, in this case, the woman accuses a man of sexual assault, all eyes will be on him. Yeah. He's going to be at the center of attention to prove is he guilty or is he innocent.
Now, most of the evidence or most of the things will be brought forward by the person who alleged or the person who said, I have been raped.
You see, this is what the issue is. The difference, where you're coming from is the woman who accuses a man, they go to court. The man, there's no sufficient evidence against the man. It doesn't mean the man, I'm not saying that at that moment the man hasn't proven himself. But the woman doesn't have enough evidence against him.
Okay.
That case, I'm not talking about the woman should be jailed for that. No. I'm talking about in the case where.
But in this case, you are saying automatic jail time.
No, for a man who is wrongly accused. In this case, she didn't wrongly accuse him because the man has not even proven himself to be innocent. She doesn't have enough evidence to prove her case. But the man hasn't proven his case to us because it's on her to prove that this man is the culprit. I am on the side where the man is able to prove his case that he's not the one. He wasn't there. It is wrong identity or whatever. Yes, the case where the woman, it can be wrong identity. And she was actually raped.
Yeah.
But you see, this is a very delicate case. That's why sometimes you have cases where women they wrongly accuse the guy, not because they want to, but because it's wrong identity. Maybe the person happened to be dark and tall, and there were two guys at that time who were walking around that time, and they happened to be dark and tall. Probably when they same clothes. So those things happen. So you see, it's not that easy. But and see that what I'm talking about is a small portion where the woman actually accused the guy wholeheartedly. She believes he's the one, everything. She's saying the man is the one. But it happens that this man having that proximity when this case, when this assault happened. That is if it happened. Because now everything is going against it. I'm talking about that kind of peculiar case, not rape case in general.
Okay.
I'm talking about where the man can now prove that he's innocent and the woman is still on the notion that he's the one. You see the word?
But the person can still insist.
The person can still
insist, even though it's wrong identity.
But even criminals who go to prison, they still insist that they're innocent, but they're guilty.
Exactly.
So it's evidence they use against them, that put them behind bars.
Yes, but sometimes the evidence might be
not strong
enough, or probably just coincidence that the person was there at that time. It's not the actual person.
Well,
yeah. So I think then in that case we just have to strengthen our investigation mechanism.
Exactly. I'm just for the notion the man is actually innocent beyond reasonable doubt.